Hey guys, and welcome to episode number 2 of this Chelsea FIFA 20 career mode. Big episode today. We are going to get our first taste of competitive football because a lot of you wanted to sim the friendly matches, so that is exactly what I am going to do for you guys. I would never sim a competitive game. That is not what I'm about. I know a few of you have sort of suggested that to speed the series along a bit, but simming a competitive game, well, I don't know what that stutter was all about, but simming a competitive game is not really what I'm about, not something I've done in the past, and not something I'm about to start doing now. But we are going to sim the game against Inter, obviously, first of all. That'll probably leave us 2 more games to play, but in terms of competitive games, 2 massive ones. We've obviously got the trip to Old Trafford on the opening day of the season, and then we take on Liverpool. So a chance to actually win a trophy in the second episode of the series. That would be amazing. Liverpool, of course, great side, won the Super Cup in real life on penalties. And Chelsea's opponents on Sunday. Speaking of Sunday, I am going to that game at Stamford Bridge, so I'm not sure whether we will be able to get a FIFA video out before then. I'll do my very best, but I may run out of time. We'll see. Anyway, drop the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and let's jump into the episode. So we received, didn't we, in episode 1, an offer for Marcos Alonso for £13.5 million from Juventus. I asked you guys what to do, and the majority of the comments said, reject him, you can't sign players, so why are you going to let players that would effectively play at some point? He's obviously backup left back to Emerson, but he will play. We've got a lot of games this season to get through. Why would you let players leave when you can't replace them? So that bid, rejected. Alonso stays for now. Keep developing the youngsters. Hudson-Odoi, what are you doing, man? Start putting in the effort in training. Rhys James gets an A. It's progress. It is progress. Squad morale. What's wrong with Pedro? Why's he got the little sad face there? We haven't done anything. We haven't signed anyone. He can't feel under threat. He's just sad. Transfer offer from Borussia Mönchengladbach. I think that's where we went on loan, isn't it? Marco van Ginkel spent a spell there over in Germany. I'm going to accept that as well. They've bid 7.4 million. His market valuation. Do you know what? No, sod it. I'm not just going to settle. He's valued at more than that. Let's try and get his valuation here in this deal when this cutscene eventually loads. Lovely little backdrop. That's obviously new. You can see what my manager looks like. Manager customization this year is obviously a big new feature. I absolutely love that, and you can see, tried to make him look as much like me as possible, but he is a little bit better looking. They've come forward. £7.4 million is the starting price. I'm going to look to get 10. Who's that? Was that a butler that just walked past for some food? I don't even know. Maybe they'll say, do you know what, we're not paying anymore, but 10 seems fair considering his valuation. I'm not worried about a sell-on clause or anything like that. I literally want the money so that when this transfer ban lifts next summer, we can start splashing the cash. Okay, you have a deal. We'll match the £10 million price that we have set. Pleasure doing business, my friend. So Baba's move to Nunes has broken down. However, you can see from the other message he did agree to stay in the Premier League. He's going to be joining Crystal Palace, which is going to allocate £4.3 million to our current transfer budget. Useless at this point, I know, but Baba is the first player to depart the club. The only downside to simming games this year is that they no longer give like the minute by minute score update and the countdown. The moment I press advance, boom, the game plays through and it just gives you the final score. We won 2-0 thanks to goals from Barkley and Pedro. Even though he's sad, he's still scoring goals. I'm happy about that. You can see I put a reasonably strong side out, mixture of experienced players and youngsters, because I just wanted to get the win, and the boys have done that convincingly. Only making 2 subs though. I mean, that's annoying. You'd like to think in a friendly the game would be intelligent enough to say, right, you're going to chuck all your subs on, give them some game time, but we'll see what happens. 2-0 win, we're progressing through to the next stage. So, more departures from the club. Lucas Piazzon has left. He's gone to Nice. Good luck to him. 2.3 mil added to the current transfer budget. Second player to depart. There may be more departures because heard the BC have come in for Davide Zappacosta. The offer is 13.6 million, which is already above his market value. So, do you know what? Good luck to him. Off you pop. And notice, Pedro is no longer sad. So, even though it's pre-season, these games are having an effect on the boys. Rhys James is super happy for some reason. Pedro will be less happy now when I drop him for this game. But this formation is good. Barkley scored last time out, so he's going to keep his place. Kanté, we know he's going to start. So I'm going to give Loftus-Cheek a run out there. Mason Mount can stay on the bench for now. Kurt Zuma can get some game time ahead of Rudiger. Who else have we got? Aspi, we know he's going to be a starter because he's the club captain. Although in the future I am going to look for Rhys James to take that position and make it his own. He'll be starting in the competitive games. I don't need to play him in the friendlies. I know what he's all about. Should we get Billy Gilmore on the bench? Yeah, let's do that. Sorry, Pedro, you are out the squad altogether. And yeah, that'll be the squad. Of course, I am going to sim the game, as I said. Taking on Leipzig here would be nice to get the win, but mainly I just don't want any injuries. We haven't got any. Barkley scores again. Tammy Abraham scores again. Jorginho flying about, picking up yellow cards left, right and centre. But another convincing 2-0 win and another clean sheet. That's important. And another 2.8 million going into the transfer budget. All of this adding up, so next year when we go out and sign players, we should have a stack of cash. I said cash. I know it sounded like gash. I didn't say that. I said cash. Rhys James, he's happy at the moment, but he's come to us and said that he knows we'll eventually be looking for a fullback, but he thinks he can fill the role if he's given a chance. So a bit of self-doubt creeping in from the youngsters, saying, look, I know I'm probably not good enough at this stage to be a first-team right-back. Hopefully, you don't go out and buy another one. You give me the chance to show you what I can do, and I won't let you down. I'm going to say you're the man for the job. This is your chance, or you're going to have to work hard to get there. I'm going to reassure him. I'm going to say you are the man for the job. I'm not going to go out and buy another one because we've got you. I'm sure you have what it takes to fill the fullback position in our starting lineup. Now, I wonder if saying that to Rhys James, who is a sporadic player, as you can see there from the role, has an effect on Azpilicueta. Is that going to make him sad? Is he going to get annoyed by this chat? I don't know. We've got a further message in the inbox now. It's to confirm that Davide Zappacosta joins Hertha BC and £11 million gets added to that stack of cash. So the final game of pre-season is upon us. It's Benfica in European International Cup final. Chance to really get some extra funds. Again, lots of opportunities for these youngsters. Billy Gilmore's in there, Hudson-Odoi. We'll give Michi a chance because I don't know how much of a role he's going to play this season. I'm still not convinced by Michi, but I don't dislike him. But it'd be nice to get the win, boys. Hasn't happened. Kovacic scores, but the main thing, no injuries. It's finished Benfica 2, Chelsea 1. They win the European International Cup. But like I said, results were not important. Avoiding injuries and getting the youngsters some game time was the key. Offer has come in from Lyon for Willian. Now I know he's getting on. He's been good this year in real life actually so far. In the last couple of games he showed some glimpses of the old Willian, just running at players, being direct. You can see that they've offered exactly what he is valued at, but similar approach to what we took when the Alonso offer come in, is that we can't replace him, so now is not the right time to let him go. I am going to reject this bid. This one I am interested in though. Inter Milan want Bakayoko. Now, I do not like Bakayoko. I didn't like him when he was with us. He had one good game in a Chelsea shirt that I can remember, and that was Atletico Madrid away. I was there. We beat them 2-1 in the last minute thanks to a goal from Michy Batshuayi. Lots of weird stuff happened that night, but he's valued at 16. The offer is decent, 21.9 from Inter. May be able to negotiate more, but I don't want to scare them off. Their offer is already a solid one and a very respectful one, so we're going to accept that. And Bakayoko, hopefully, personal terms will be agreed and he will be the latest of many departures in this episode. And he leaves and departs. Good luck in Italy, Timmy. He's played at AC Milan on loan, didn't he? Spent some time there last year, so interesting to sign a permanent deal with their rivals. But £18 million added to the stack of cash. But interesting bid here from Everton for Marco van Ginkel. We've already had a £10 million offer for Mönchengladbach accepted. So I am going to ask the same from Everton, just to give him more options, more places to go. I want the deal to go through, remember. He is transfer listed. Here we're meeting in the Chelsea office this time, rather than what looked like a hotel or a penthouse backdrop. I think there are only two different ones that you get, so that will become boring quite quickly. But nice to see at least a subtle change. Marco Silva here, trying to persuade me to accept the £8 million bid with a very, very strange sort of lip movement going on here. We're going to propose the new fee. Same, in the interest of fairness. Could ask for more, of course, because I know I am likely to get 10 already, but if we can get Everton to do that, that would be superb. Okay, understood. Willing to give us 10. We are going to be such a rich club. Richer than we already are. Go on the lads. You can see the effects it's having. Tomori, slide tackle from up now from 70 to 71 as a result of this training. I just want to get these guys their overalls to go up. The best new feature of FIFA, by the way, is dynamic player potential. These players last year would have had a set potential where if they play and we train them, we know what we could get their overall rating to. Now it's based on performances, game time, training. A lot of different factors come in. So dynamic performance, my favourite new feature from EA. GG, credit where it's due. Juve, leave us, Piemonte Calcio, leave us alone. A huge offer for Azpilicueta. There was another offer on there, this time from Leicester for Kurt Zouma. But yeah, this is big. This is big for a 29-year-old, but he's a club captain, not looking to deplete the squad completely in the first season. There are plenty of other players that have and could be sold in his place. Big offer from Leicester, £21.4 million for Kurt Zouma. Again, not at the stage right now to sell him. If I can get a defender in next summer, I'd be open to this kind of bid, but not right now. Ooh, Eibar want to take Rhys James on loan for the season. Good offer, but I want to use him as a bit of a utility player, maybe in some of the Champions League group stage games, if we get off to a good start, and the Carabao Cup games early, FA Cup games. He's going to get some game time here, so no need to send him elsewhere. So confirmation that Marco van Ginkel has left. He stays in the Premier League as well, similar to Baba Rahman. This one though, this time he's at Everton, so we look forward to playing against him. But Cluj have come in for a bid for Jamie Cumming. And this one I will accept. It is a 1-year loan deal. He's probably not going to play this season. We've got Kepa, we've got Willy Caballero, we've got Jamal Blackman at the club as well, so he's not needed. We'll accept that. Go and get some experience, go and get some games under your belt. On the eve then of our competitive opener, away to Manchester United. Fixtures don't come much tougher, but we're at the press conference and Chelsea's run of form has left fans wanting more of the same. How does it impact the squad ahead of their first competitive game? Now obviously our answers here are going to affect that all-important squad morale. We're working hard every day. I've got faith in the team, or we've got a lot of quality in this squad. I'm going to say I have faith in my team, because saying I have a lot of quality in the squad suggests I don't know who's playing, and that could cause some unrest. We've got faith in the team's ability to go out there and get the job done. Can we handle the pressure of being set the target of qualifying for the UEFA Champions League? Absolutely. Qualifying is essential, the pressure is on, but it's well within our reach. I'm going to say it's well within our reach, and you can see these answers are going down well with the boys. That is what I'm happy about. And with the quality of players we've got in our team, it's meeting these sort of targets is massive. But now we've got a player-specific question. N'Golo Kante's form was disappointing in pre-season. Will we stand by him? Tough competition for the starting lineup. Nobody in the team is irreplaceable. Well, Kante is a key player for Chelsea. You know what I'm going to say. We're keeping the boys happy. We're all about just feeding the press the stories that the boys want to hear, because they're going to go out on the pitch and do the business. That is it. Press conference is done. Down to business. And look at this. This isn't the starting 11, by the way, but I've just gone to select it. Look how many little happy smiling faces we've got. Everybody in the squad is buzzing for this one. Here we go. The stage is set. You can see the Stretford end there in all its glory. It's Man United away. I'm stressed. I'm nervous. But if we perform anywhere like we know we can, we could come away with the win here. The result here in real life didn't really go to plan for Chelsea, did it? They got absolutely annihilated. 4-0 it was. Performance was decent though, and I love that. I love that. Georgie best. Georgie best. Not something you see much in English football, is it? Big banners like that. But you can already see the transfers are starting to annoy me a little bit, because Alexis Sanchez is starting for United here. Here is the full United lineup. You've got David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Young, Matic and Illaramendi, new signing, holding in that midfield position. Juan Mata, former Chelsea man of course, Jesse Lingard, Sanchez out on the left with Rashford up top. Here is the lineup we've gone for. 4-3-3 formation. Kepa, Azpi, Rudiger, Christensen, Emerson. And then we got Kante holding with Jorginho, Mount, Hudson-Odoi, Abraham and Pulisic as the front three. Go on boys, huddle up. Say your words, Azpi. Get the boys buzzing. Let's get the win. Is he injured already? Rashford? I was going to say, hasn't done anything. United coming forward. That's a good ball. They knocked the ball inside. He was Jesse Lingard. Looking to get into the box. Kante stands him up. The shot. Oh, I was going to say the shot deflects, but the cross, wasn't it? It goes out for a corner, so they're going to put one back in the box. Glad to see Tammy back there trying to defend it. The corner comes in. Hudson-Odoi gets a foot on it. It's all a bit messy. And Tammy just scrambles it away. I feel like, there we go, a bit of composure and we might be alright here. But chance there early on for United. Can we make something of the attack at the other end? Ball is played into Jorginho. Pulisic lays it off. Emerson scored in pre-season. Going to hit one here. Oh, he didn't catch it right, did he? Into the crowd behind the goal. Win that, win that. Well done, Azpi. Hudson-Odoi, chance to stretch his legs. Show off his skills. Skins past Young with ease. Gets past Ashley Young. Could have squared it. Instead I went for goal. Why am I shooting from there? Could have pulled that back. And don't my guy look dapper. Manager looks absolutely dapper in his little blazer and t-shirt. Tammy was in the box there. Should have squared it. Should have passed it. Good save from De Gea though. Rudiger wins the ball back. Kante finds Jorginho. Pulisic into Tammy. Tammy gets absolutely taken out by Illaramendi. Chance for us to test De Gea with a free kick here. Early yellow card. New free kick for the first time. This could go horribly, horribly wrong. Of course I'm going to aim it there with Mason Mount. I'm going to try and knuckleball it. Don't say it didn't dip. But I've got a lot of practicing to do on that. That was very tame. Very tame indeed. Mount probably wasn't the best player to take that actually. But we live and learn. Tried to munch Alexis and I missed. Well, no, Alexis Sanchez skips past everybody. Kepa comes out. He's been dinked. Is it on target? It is. 1-0 United. 1-0 United. Against the run of play, it's the first real attack that they've had, but the defending here was awful. Good footwork, to be fair, from Alexis. Switched it left to right, and then the finish. Cheeky as. Mason Mount into Tammy. Oh, that's a nice turn. The youngsters linking up. Mason Mount. Immediate response. Not when you try and dink it over the keeper. And he stands up. Thought he was going to go to ground. Didn't happen. Made myself look stupid. We're responding well, though, to going behind. Here's Hudson-Odoi. He's got a runner outside of him. Oh, that's perfectly played. It's Mason Mount. In on goal. He's drilled it at De Gea. Lindelof nearly puts it in his own net. But manages to hook the ball clear again. Another example of me being weird with my shooting. Should have squared that again. Don't know if there was a player free in the box. Can't remember. I'd have to look at the footage again. But it seemed like an opportunity. Opportunity wasted. Alexis Sanchez. Getting it onto his right foot. Rudiger trying to get a tackle in. Has done. We've got space in midfield. Mount loses out though to Illaramendi. Tries to get it back from Rashford. Standing tackle didn't work. Rashford drills one low and Kepa with the save. Not cleared though. Here's Juan Mato. Got a man on the line, but Kepa saves with his legs again. We just can't get this ball away. Christensen with a good header. Hudson-Odoi helps it clear, but Man United having a good spell here. Just as I say that, commentator's curse. We've won the ball back. Can we break? Pulisic. Looks it inside. Here's Jorginho. Nope. Nothing comes of that. Right, half time. Manchester United 1. Chelsea 0. Not time to hit the panic button. We've got good options on the bench, but we need to improve. United coming forward. Lingard into Sanchez. This time just jockeying. It's a good little ball. Rudiger. Oh, that was wild. Just went for a clearance. That wasn't an attempted slide tackle, but he completely missed it. And very nearly conceded the penalty in the process. In the meantime, Mount looks to release Hudson-Odoi at the second attempt. Hudson's got there. Skips past Harry Maguire. Angle's tight. This time I've learned. Oh, intercepted. The one time it probably would have been better to shoot instead of square it. I bloody squared it. Mental news, by the way. Just seen that pop up. Paul Pogba has completed his move to Real Madrid. I'll be having a little look at that after the game. Big loss for United. I didn't even notice he wasn't playing, to be fair. It doesn't seem to be making any difference. Kepa with another great save. Just making a change inside the final half hour. Trying to use Pedro's experience. He comes on for Callum Hudson-Odoi, who I hope is not too disappointed. United coming forward. Ashley Young finds Anthony Martial, who's come on now for Alexis. Great turn. Good ball, but Emerson with a crucial interception. If he wasn't there, United were tapping that in for 2-0, but I've given the ball away in a dangerous area. Rudiger with the block. Kepa with the save. Man of the match, I think. Kepa. And we're losing. United coming forward again. Rashford finds Wan-Bissaka. Rashford with a strange ball back to Illaramendi. Oh, we nearly intercepted that. Martial. Come on for Sanchez. As I said earlier, he's got it onto his right foot here, Anthony Martial. We're trying to get the block in. We couldn't. It's another save that Kepa has to make. This one was very comfortable, though. But we are drastically running out of time. But Pedro could be in here. That is a great ball. Can he keep it in? I think he will. It's what he can do with it when he does keep it in. It's going to make the difference here. He skips past Harry Maguire. Still going. Oh, lovely footwork from Pedro. He's got a man in the middle. Can we pick him out? Oh, Lindelof with the interception again. Double change. Mount comes off and Jorginho coming off. Kovacic and Loftus-Cheek on to replace them. Pulisic knocks it in for Tammy. Tammy's all on his own. Pulisic continuing his run on the left-hand side. No one in the box. Going to have to do this all by himself. Christian Pulisic. Oh, he very nearly did. Good save down low from De Gea. I think Man United have done enough to get the win here. on the opening day. The stuttering start is not what we wanted, but I'm glad the game is competitive. It's Manchester United 1, Chelsea 0. 0 points on the opening day, just like real life. Love this. This is a great feature. Post-match interview. You can see the score there. My man does not look happy. The team morale has gone down to content. Are we disappointed that we failed to start the debut campaign at Chelsea with a positive result? Of course we are. What kind of question was that? Season is a marathon, not a sprint. Let's try and keep the mood high and keep the boys buzzing still. I don't want anyone to worry at this stage. We've got 37 other games to be played. Kante's poor run of form spilled over. They're trying to dig out Kante. If he gets upset and forces a transfer and puts a request in, there's not a lot I can do about it. I'm going to say we'll all have our ups and downs. Kante's happy with that answer, thankfully. Player chat's happening. Rudiger, the upcoming game is crucial. He wanted to start. We did start him. The result wasn't the one we wanted, but I'm pleased that I selected him. I'm going to say, oh look, I could be really awkward. We didn't win. How are you pleased? No, I'm going to say you inspire others. Other players look up to the standards you're setting. If you keep it up, I'm sure we'll get back to winning ways. Tammy said he didn't want to be benched. He wasn't benched. He got the start, and he says he appreciates that. I'm going to say stay grounded. He's very happy. You're doing well right now. Don't let it get to your head. He is buzzing. And I'm buzzing with the efforts of Tomori, who's improved his defensive ability even further. Stand tackle up to 77 now. The boys continue to put the effort in on the training ground. Cool feature there. Look, De Gea save denies Chelsea's equaliser. They're literally talking about one save specifically, so it seems a lot more focused, the news, on events that happened during your previous game. And now I've got a press conference ahead of the Super Cup final. Turns out I wasn't required for the press conference, so we can get our focus on beating these boys. Now, I don't know what everybody's opinion is on the Super Cup. I really enjoy this competition, and a lot of people see it as like a bit extra, bit of bonus. But if you think about it, it's one of the hardest club competitions to win, because even to compete for it, you have to win the Europa League or the Champions League, and then beat the winner of the alternative European competition. So really difficult one to win. Same as the Charity Shield. You've got to win the Premier League or the FA Cup just to be in it. There's your starting 11, by the way. Couple of changes. Rotated the squad a bit. This fixture falls just 2 or 3 days after the opening game against Man United, and then we've got another Premier League game at the weekend. But, oh, don't do that. Don't turn it off while I'm talking. Thank you. Pedro, Giroud, Hudson-Odoi, Barkley, Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho, Alonso, Tomori, Zuma, Azpi and Kepa are going to take us into this final. Strong bench though, so if all's not going well, I can make some changes. Oh, lovely from Gini Wijnaldum. Firmino makes a run, looking to stay with him. Haven't stayed with him. Roberto Firmino forces Kepa into a marvellous save. 5 minutes in, he's gutted. Trent Alexander-Arnold, about 20 step overs. They looked a bit wide. It was like he's stepping over the moon. He's going to get it back here. He scores, but the offside flag goes up against Mo Salah. That looked tight. Just. Gini Wijnaldum again. You've got Salah, who is going to outpace Alonso all day, every day. But Alonso can just fight and show desire. Trent Alexander-Arnold, great bit of footwork. Gets the ball back. Trent does, and he hits the post. Tight angle. Klopp is fuming. Salah taking on Alonso again. We just spoke about this battle, and Salah is winning the battle of pace, as you'd expect. Gets across into the back stick, and Mane somehow, I think it was Mane, wins the header. Not sure how that's been allowed from a defensive point of view. Got to be doing better, but here's Ruben. And they're backing away from him. Loftus-Cheek, where's the Liverpool defence here? He's got a chance, Ruben, to give us the lead against the run of play, and he's done just that. Obviously, I'm delighted, but that is a very strange goal. Where were they going? Obviously, big up Ruben, ran the length of the pitch basically and smashed it past the keeper. Fans go absolutely wild, but they're all preoccupied, or Van Dijk was certainly preoccupied, with the run of Olivier Giroud. Oh, it's good from Randy Robertson. We know he's good. We know what he brings. He's laid the ball left to Sadio Mane. Puts across to the back stick. Kepa does brilliantly. Tips the ball away. We're going to hit Liverpool on the counter-attack again, I think. Oh, no. They've got to me. Should have released that ball quicker. I was trying to draw the players in, but Kurt Zouma shows what a beast he can be when he's fully focused. Great bit of defending. Here is Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Good strength from him. He's got Barkley to his left. He's got Pedro even further to his left. I think Pedro is onside. He is. Cuts back. Looks to finesse it. Thought it was in. I thought it was in. That was so close. Barkley finds Loftus-Cheek. Half-time approaching. Callum Hudson-Odoi makes a run. He's been found. He's going to knock it back to Loftus-Cheek. First time drive. Alisson with the save. And half-time whistle's about to go. Liverpool look very composed at the back. There's going to be 2 minutes of added time. Might get another goal here because they've just given the ball straight to Pedro. But we'll return the favour. Jorginho with a great challenge. No, ref. Tomori. Ryan Jorginho then continues his run. This is a bit adventurous. Not sure it's what I need when I'm 1-0 up in a cup final, but he's going to slip it through to Giroud. Oh, he tried to dink it over Alisson, who's got just enough on it to prevent us getting our second goal. Great play from Tomori. Olivier Giroud making some space for himself. Might do that again here. Tease him. This is insane. Giroud, imagine if that had gone in. That would have been 2 in 2 of the best goals ever. But it's actually not that close, is it? Bit wild. Oh, Mane lurking out on this left-hand side. What defending to do. Aspi with the worst attempt at a standing slide tackle you've ever seen. Sadio Mane brings the ball into the box. That's better from Azpilicueta, but Mane's still going. Don't give a pen away, lads. Just stand him up, force him backwards. Here's Naby Keita. Turns, plays it into Firmino. Tomori's doing well. Kepa with a save again for about the 100th time today. That's 2 good games he'll have had. Really kept the score respectable at Old Trafford, you could say, on the opening day with multiple saves. He's done the same again today. He's actually kept us in front this time. Could be the difference between winning the trophy and not. We'll try and break away here. Giroud. Oh, there's a runner to my left. Just going to spread the play. Keep possession. Marcus. Got options. That's a great ball. Pedro. What can he do? Wants it on his right foot. He's got it there. Looks to finesse one. Good block. I really want to get some of the youngsters involved. Rhys James is on the bench, but I'm not confident he's got what it takes to defend against an attacking Liverpool side, which features Sadio Mane down his side. So I think I don't want to chuck him in, especially in a cup final. Here's Ross Barkley. This is a great move. This is a brilliant move. Loftus-Cheek could put the game to bed here. Straightens himself up. What a tackle from Van Dijk. One of the best tackles you'll see. I thought we were burying the game there. Naby Keita. He's got options ahead of him. That is a great ball. Gini Wijnaldum ghosted through, but put the shot wide. Went for power rather than placement. I'm not sure that was the right idea from close range. Maybe Azpilicueta put him off. I don't know. Double change, trying to be sensible. Loftus-Cheek, he was holding up the number 22. Oh, that would be why. So we've got Pulisic coming on and N'Golo Kante coming on as well. Nice touch from Odoi. Continue his run. Instead we knock it inside. That is brilliantly worked. Callum Hudson-Odoi angles against him. Has he got the pace to go all the way? Can he finish? Oh, I've made the angle worse. Hits at the feet of Alisson. Kante with the follow-up. That was on target. He did well to keep that down. Great technique from N'Golo Kante, but Alisson keeps the score at 1-0. 10 minutes to go. Sadio Mane, Azpilicueta looking tired. I should think he has. He's been chasing this guy all day. Mane with the cross. Tomori half clears. Shot from Milner is horribly shanked wide. It's a bad place to give the ball away, isn't it? There's Naby Keita. Jorginho makes up for it though. Giroud. Stop this, lads. Stop this nonsense passing. Keita. Big tackle goes in from Alonso, but Liverpool still coming forward. Mo Salah. Great defending from the youngster Tomori. Now just slow it down. Don't get the ball away. Don't do anything silly. Just keep possession. About 30 seconds of added time remaining. Come on, ref. Do us a favour. Win us the trophy. Blow the whistle. End the game. Fabinho finds Robertson. There we go. Boom. We have beaten Liverpool. Super Cup final. Azpilicueta is going to be absolutely delighted because he's going to get to lift the trophy as Chelsea captain. It's very subdued. How tall is Jurgen Klopp, by the way? But the boys can celebrate here. We've done it. Episode 2, 1 trophy. How about that? Beautiful stuff. See the celebrations here. The boys in line. That is what we've just won. It says super competition on the trophy apparently. But Kante looking more pumped than a lot of people. Here he comes, the skipper. Azpilicueta coming up last. High five and a few of the boys. Going to get his hand on this trophy and the fans are going to go wild. Chelsea Super Cup winners. Love it, lads. Those are the scenes that you want to see. What a squad, boys. You can see them pumping each other up. Morale is going to be even higher after this. Rhys James on the end. Remember the Ashley Cole Roma team photo where he was just like a tag-along on the end? That's what Rhys James reminded me of there. Post-match interview coming up. Love that. You can see the different sponsors because we're in Europe as well. You've got Santander, PS4, Pepsi Max. Great little touch. Why didn't we get to see Tammy Abraham play today? None of your business, mate. Why ask me this? Managed a good result, and instead of giving credit where credit's due, you've asked an irrelevant question. Didn't play because he wasn't picked. Simple as that. That comment has upset Tammy Abraham. Maybe I should have just said just rotation. Well, were we pleased with the second half? We were the better team. We should have put the game beyond doubt. I'm just going to say, yep, we were the better team, and just like that, the squad and Tammy are happy again. This is going to get boring quite quickly. Great new feature. I think it's needed, but we need a lot of variation. What an amazing run. Any final thoughts? They say that as if, well, I suppose it was a long run to the trophy, as I was saying at the start. Celebrate them back to the drawing board. Nothing would have prevented this victory. Such determination and force. But yeah, such determination and force. That's what we're going to say. And the squad, very, very happy with that response. Job done. To end this episode, I will leave you with the Premier League table, which Burnley are top of. You can see lots of teams grabbing the wins, including Manchester United, of course, Tottenham winning. Liverpool and Arsenal could only manage a draw in their opening day, or actually Arsenal were beaten. But we are just outside the relegation zone, one game in. But I'm very confident it's going to be a good season because even Man City are below us. Early days, guys, but thanks for watching. Keep your feedback coming in the comments below. The links to my socials are down there, so please do give me a follow. Thanks again for being here. I'll see you in episode 3.